All right. Welcome back, everyone. My name, of course, is DM Rhino, and we're reading another D&D horror story from Reddit. Remember, if you like this video, hit like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all those wonderful things. Okay, so let's have a look at this one over here. It's from ARRANTA, how to pronounce that? And then and it's titled "My First DMing Session Went Terribly, and I'm not too sure I want to continue." Okay, so this is on a random secondary account because my friends follow my main account. Also, I'm not a naive native English speaker, so sorry if some things are but things. Okay, so not a native English speaker. I'll try and correct as much as I can when I see mistakes. Um, all right. So let's begin. So a bit of context. I'm quite a recent player to D&D. I played for the first time with Baldur's Gate 3. Then I found a group and we did two campaigns. One lasted a few months. The other lasted for one session and a week for a year and a half. So the second one lasted a year and a half. It was long, extremely fun, and I absolute enjoy playing D&D until the end. I had an absolute banger of a time and really wanted to try DMing for myself. Yeah, I recommend it. It's super fun. You learn a lot. Okay. So while I knew it would have probably been better to get a beginner set, like the basic starter kit, yeah, I decided to create a little one shot for myself. Nothing too fancy, a group of level 3 characters doing an attack on a cobalt cave. I tried to prepare for it for a few weeks, find the perfect map, perhaps a little side quest to divide the kobolds and trick them into helping. That sounds like you pretty much did a starter kit anyway. Like level 3s are perfectly fine. You did all the prep. So far, so good. We get to discussing it. Then I tell them the level for the one shot, the contents, as well as some small rule changes that mostly come from Baldur's Gate 3, like drinking a potion with a bonus action, multiple spell slots at the same at the same turn. Um, no need to stabilize drawn allies, just help. Okay, so yeah, like some of these are pretty standard. Like if it's your first game and you don't want to, and you're doing a one shot, there's no need to stabilize them. They're just down. That's okay. Yeah. And drinking a potion as a bonus action off, many DMs actually have that as a homebrew rule. It's quite fun. Um, and then there's this player. We'll call him Bob. 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 Oh, Bob. Oh, Bob. Who already started complaining about the changes. That it's not good thing for a new DM. It's not a new good. It's not a thing for a new DM. I mean, I might disagree with that because if you're a new DM and you want some training wheels to help you, that's perfectly fine. Bob was in our old campaign, the short one. And while not mean or something, he was the type of player that would make a fuss about anything the DM would say no to, following the exact rules of the book. So he was a rules lawyer. Okay. The best example was Open Hand Monk. The DM would not let him push a hill giant with that technique, considering it to be too heavy with the size difference, and it's way important. He complained for about 10 minutes and he was really passive aggressive during the rest of the session. I mean, I think that's fair. Like depending what kind of race you are and what your strength stat is, like a hill giant is considered a giant creature. You can't just push him unless you have a really high strength set. And I would have said, make a strength check to see if you can push him. But open head monk, I mean, the DM says no, like discuss it with your DM. But anyway, they do their characters and classes and send me their sheet. I get hyped. Bob does the rogue assassin goblin. Bob. Nothing really fancy. I get hyped and we prepare and get hyped and comes to the day of the one shot. It goes well. I explain they got sent there by the guild. Kind of simple, but hey, first time they enter, they fight against a few lizards. It goes well. They take a few traps and they'll go deeper into the cobalt lairs. Yeah. I described it, and I do mention there are some shaped holes in the walls for kobolds to use. I've read online that they're fond of these kinds of things. Yeah, I mean, it's your world. You can make kobolds do whatever you want, so it's completely fine. Bob then tells me his goblin would go inside the hole. Since goblins and kobolds are small size, he would be able to get in the hole without much trouble and avoiding the traps to explore more of their lair. Okay, now I absolutely did not plan for that. I didn't know where which tunnel would go and what would be inside and how many there were, and was pretty sure that if a character would uh, if their character got stuck between two kobold groups, it would be a certain death or at least a capture. So I clearly tell them, sorry, it's not logical. I didn't plan for it. And it's my first time DMing. You could break the dungeon, and I'm not going to allow it. I think that's a complete fair comment. For a new DMing, they've said, hey, first time DMing. As players, you want to support the DM as much as you can also. And if they're stating, hey, this is my first time, I didn't really plan for that, can we not do that? And they said, yeah, okay. Then, yeah. And he answers with all the confidence, well, you're a bad DM. What do you want me to say? I was generally baffled and kind of uneasy. Luckily, our usual DM, who was playing, started to take my side before it became worse. Yeah, I mean, look, if a player says, well, you're a bad DM, and this is your first time DMing, like, no, there's no contents of that. That's a bad player. Like, you've stated in the beginning that it's your first time DMing. You didn't really plan for this, so can we kind of stick to it because I'm trying to learn this? Again, Bob is being a Bob. Yeah. But as we have a look, I was a little baffled and I had hoped for the rest of the session. And Bob, at every action, he would take and say something like, oh, unless you don't allow it because you didn't plan for it, can I diverge? I mean, Bob, stop being a jerk. Your name, I mean, you already named Bob. You don't have to take it out on the rest of the world. Just stop being a jerk. It says here, it made me really uneasy. Same for pretty much everyone else, asking if he could calm down. He did it a little less, but still from time to time. And we finished the one shot. It was really weird for everyone, and everyone felt awkward. Awkward, yeah, because of Bob. Bob made everyone feel awkward, not you. Bob. I'm pretty sure the players didn't have much of a great time. My one shot was probably average, meh at best. And I'm pretty sure that the Bob situation made it not enjoyable for everyone. Yes, then it's not your fault. It's Bob's fault. As we said, it's Bob's fault. And I was feeling really sad and weird. It honestly made me feel sad and wondering if I'd ever DM again with what happened. I was pretty much not able to enjoy DMing with Bob being insufferable from the beginning to end. And it goes, am I overreacting? And like, yeah, I get I can get it's frustrating to just being told no for some reason. I'm the DM and I say no, but I don't really want the DM to DM anything for Bob again. 100% that it is that, oh, like the English is a bit bad here. 100% that is if I ever give DMing another chance. Yeah, So no, it's not your fault. Like you've stated that it was your first time and this is what you planned for. You could have easily said to Bob, "Hey, your goblin can go through those holes, but there are going to be traps, or they could be blocked by something, and only the kobolds can go through the holes because they have some sort of key to open a door or something like that." But yeah, no, it's your first time. You told everyone that it's your first time, and you didn't plan for that. That's completely fine. You can just say, "Hey, I didn't plan for that. Can we just stick to this?" Because you know, if you go through those holes, I don't know when those holes will go, or if you did allow Bob to go through the holes, you could say, "Okay, this is a maze. Now make me an intelligence check to see if you get lost." And you could have Bob get lost in the holes for hours because it could be a maze. There are many solutions. Yeah. But yeah, Bob was being a jerk. Damn, Bob, stop being a jerk. Stop being a Bob. Just stop it, Bob. You're being a jerk and it's unprofessional, especially because you're supposed to be an experienced player. Help people become better players and better DMs. Bob, Bob's the problem. Bob is the problem, right? Yeah. And it's good to see that your other DM stepped up and helped you out. But yeah, so that was another D&D horror story. And we will always remember Bob because Bob's a jerk. But until next time, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.